Once again, Senior Master Reed here, going to discuss a little bit of Bagua or Pakwa in terms of section 4, some motions and some movements so that we can all kind of make sure that we're fine-tuned. We're going to spend a little more time talking about the walk and so forth, but one thing at a time, okay? So if I'm doing section 4, for instance, and let's just say this is my 6th step, so I'm just kind of moving to where the camera can see me, all right? And this is my 6th step. When I come around, between the chest, hug the moon. Now, keep in mind that when this motion is taking place and I'm walking the circle, I like to think about this as closing. I like to think about this as moving by someone. Could be checking on the low line and being able to hit with this hand here, okay? I don't really buy into the idea from a martial standpoint of stepping around in front of someone and just call it breaking an arm. I often hear that. I just don't know how functional that is in terms of real life combat. So we want to think about sidestepping, moving around, clearing, and so forth. Now, back to what I was saying. I'm in the position, purple sparrow, shut the door, push the moon. From there, next motion is going to be precious chicken, right? Now let's make sure that we actually get this movement down correctly because we've done it a number of times in the form. In this motion, after I do this position, this hand is going to rotate, okay? It's going to rotate, and it's going to strike, all right? With the striking tool, which is this corner. This movement, from my perspective, others may differ, and that's fine. This movement is not a straight flicking motion. It is a rotating and striking motion that takes place on a tangent angle, okay? All right? To make this movement properly work, it is important that I have a variety of rotations. And in fact, I may walk this back today and only go over 2 or 3 postures because I'm going in more detail than I initially thought I was going to go over. So when I get to this position, I have to be able to turn my torso, okay? And as my torso turns, the hand rotates. I am shifting from one direction to the other, so the torso turns, and I shift, okay? And the hand rotates out and hits on a tangent angle. So there's a lot of things that are taking place. So 1 and then 2. If you're not getting all those components, then you're going to need to take a moment and work your way through it. But we do have to love technology. So the phone rang, had to restart the video from where I was at. So here we go. We were once again talking about things that we can do with inside this motion to practice it. One is you can practice turning your torso by itself. And as you turn your torso, feel your connection to your hand, okay? And then as you do that, twist and lean out, okay? And then while that's taking place, this hand flips over and down, and the right or striking hand in this particular case rotates out. So those are some particulars as you do precious chicken, all right? So spread the swing, 1, 2. The next one's gonna be move the flower grass to stem. As you come forward, your feet are going to shift from one direction to the other. And as that takes place, the left hand will grasp, okay, and hold forward like it's grasping the stem. And the right hand will come forward and up, okay? So very important. A, B, C, D. From here, the hand pulls in, you step around, and the spine moves it to center line, back out, sink, raise. This hand comes up the center line as we get ready to trace the candles across the sky, and then the hands come down. So the finishing posture is here. If you think about someone grabbing your shoulder or something, that's just you working your way back around that person, controlling the arm, hitting the person, and so forth, okay? So I actually think that although that's not a lot of section 4, that's enough for you guys to spend some time working on. So from between the chest, hug the moon, shut the door, push the moon, precious chicken, move the flower grass to stem, from behind the head, raise the crown to trace the candles across the sky. All right, that's gonna take care of it for today. You guys work on that, and let's continue to make improvements. Terima kasih, aloha, and one love.